Assalamualaikum. So this is our chapter 6, which is safety and health at work. So basically in this chapter we are going to talk about the safety and health at workplace. The course objective you can actually read on your own. Alright. So the definition of safety and health. Safety and health is two different things. First thing first, we are going to talk about safety. Safety in Malay is keselamatan lah. Health is kesihatan. So it's two different things. So in one chapter, usually we have the combination of two things together. Like for example, safety and another one will be health. Right. Safety apa dia punya definition? Is condition in which the physical. Safety is mainly about the physical well-being. Physical means badan lah. Kesihatan, it's not kesihatan. Safety means keselamatan dari segi physical, which is will involve injuries, will involve something that can endanger the worker, right? Okay, so the purpose of human resource management is to ensure that the safety of their worker is being protected. People there referring to the worker, right? Okay, so next is health. Health is kesihatan. The definition is the general state of physical. For health, it's not only referring to physical, it's also mental and emotional well-being. Physical pun ya, kesihatan, contoh tak sihat, demam, ada darah tinggi. Mental means stress. Emotional well-being is like job burnout. In HR, we have we call it as a job burnout, means terlampau kuat kerja, and sometimes it will lead to a lot of stress and akan bawa kepada physical health problem, right? Okay, so causes of accident. So this is 2007 punya data. You can actually find the latest one. If you have it, then you can actually take it as example ataupun for your knowledge lah. Later on, I'm going to ask you to find the latest data that you can actually get from online. Right, so causes of accident, we have three causes. The first one is technical causes, human causes, and environmental causes. Right, technical is basically things like machine breakdown, things like something that referring or something involving the machinery. Usually lah, technical, right? Machinery or system punya breakdown. Human causes is the human itself. Like for example, ada careless, playful act. Playful act means main-main. Right? Supposedly they do the maintenance and suddenly they actually they does not do the maintenance at the scheduled time. So ini kita panggil careless or negligence, right? The environmental causes like flight, banjir, anything got to do with environment, something that people cannot change or people we don't expect ataupun kita tak boleh nak tukar lah kan, because it is environmental causes. Flood, earthquake, what are the things? Typhoon, like kalau dekat luar negara banyak lah. Here in Malaysia, we have flood lah, basically tsunami, right? Okay, so boleh tengok ya dekat sini. Basically, kalau you tengok kat sini, 50% of the accident is caused by, this one is human causes. Stepping on, being struck, so this all is human causes, right? 50% ya. Other than that, adalah campur-campur. So most probably, human is the highest causes of accident. So basically, if you want to train your worker, you have to emphasize on this. Itu kita pergi chapter 3, which is training. Right. Okay, so these are the data from industrial accident rate 2004 and 2013. I cuba cari yang the latest one, but I cannot find the same one which have all this, yang tunjuk ke semua ni. However, you can see here total accident berapa for 2013. Untuk fatality rate ni maksudnya meninggal ya. Fatality rate ni yang warna hijau tu. So if you can see here, the rate is decreasing because most probably the awareness of the worker, the training being provided, as well as the responsibility of the human resource manager. Alright, that's why kita kena belajar safety and health. Right, okay. Next is, you can see here, this is by sector, 2012 until 2016. Right, By sector means you boleh tengok which sector have the highest accidents rate. Kalau you tengok kat sini manufacturing kan, tu dia tinggi. Right? Kenapa manufacturing? Because they involve lots of work in factory, lots of machinery. So that's logic behind this lah. You boleh tengok lah data ni ya. Alright, so number of industrial accident, yang ini numbers, bilangan dia until 2014. Yang ini commuting accident. Okay, if you still remember in chapter 5 we talk about compensation. SOCSO is the insurance, right? SOCSO dia akan cover kalau accident masa kejadian at workplace as well as commuting. Commuting ni bergerak, nak pergi kerja dan balik kerja. Boleh? Alright, so that's why dia masuk juga kat dalam ni. Kalau you tengok kat sini, rate yang berlaku 2014 is 35,000. Tapi commuting pun lebih kurang tinggi juga, 28,000. If you plus this one, so maksudnya dia akan jadi like 70,000 jugalah, kurang lebih for 2014. Right, so banyak lah. Okay. Alright, so example of personal protection or equipment that can be used in order for you to make sure or to lessen the accident that can happen in workplace is, you tengok the nature of the job lah ataupun occupation tadi. Usually we are going to use safety glasses, all these we find it in manufacturing or in construction usually. Safety shoes ni bukan Phua Chu Kang punya safety shoes warna kuning tu ya. Dia memang ada metal over here. At the end of the shoes. Takut nanti you nampak, oh ni macam apa ni, kasut getah tu je. No, yang tu tak safety. Itu untuk hujan. Alright. Hearing protection. Harness. Ni especially for those who work in construction. Supposedly their worker need to have harness. Kalau tak nanti jatuh mati. Tak mati pun patah lah kan. Full face shield. Ini untuk usually untuk welding lah, welding. Glove, alright, okay. Banyak lagi. This is just some of the examples. Alright, so we have an act in order to protect worker in terms of their safety and health, which we call it as OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Act. ATA ya. So dia kata provide the legislative framework to secure the safety. Nampak? Secure safety, health and welfare. It's not just safety, bukan sekadar physical, health, stress semua pun ada. And welfare, kebajikan lah among all Malaysian workforce and to protect others against risk of safety or health in relation of the activities at present at work. Simply said, this act is being developed in order to protect their worker from the from any safety problem, health problem, and to ensure their welfare is being taken care of. Boleh faham ya? Okay, alright. So next is, what are the duties of employers in terms of safety and health? Apa dia punya duties is responsibility lah. Alright. So employers, majikan you lah. In this chapter or any other chapter, I would like to refer you as the human resource manager. Ensure the safety of all employees. You need to make sure that your employees are well being taken care of in terms of their safety. Ada safety equipment, they have been trained, right? Draft and disseminate safety policy. You need to have a safety policy if it is more than 5 worker. Appoint safety committee. Ada committee ya, committee ni macam persatuan lah. If more than 40 employees. Appoint dedicated qualified safety and health officer. Kena ada safety officer. And provide training, supervision, information to employees. So ini wajib. Yang ni yang 40 orang semua ni tertakluk kepada terma lah ni kita panggil. Report serious accident to DOSH. DOSH is Department of Occupational Safety and Health. DOSH ni is not inside the company itself. Dia memang ada satu bahagian DOSH dekat luar. Bukan setiap company ada satu DOSH. Right? Dia satu department. Memang khas untuk any accident need to be reported to them. What about the duties of employees? Apa dia punya responsibility as employees? To use all safety equipment. If let's say the employer already provided the safety equipment, however, the employee is reluctant or degil lah. nak pakai. So basically salah siapa? When it comes to that, kita akan tengoklah siapa yang salah. So they need to wear the equipment like safety helmet and blah 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 lah, another section dia. So kalau katalah anything happen, ada claim, so dia kan tengok balik salah employer ke salah employee. To attend safety training, they need to attend safety training whenever required, as required by the organization. Reasonable duty of care in ensuring safety at work. So the human ataupun the worker or the people itself themselves needs to make sure that they have their own responsibility to ensure the safety and health of themselves and other colleagues, kawan-kawan. Right. So the appointment of a safety officer. Safety officer is they are not going to appoint just like anybody. Tak boleh ya, safety officer dia ada dia punya requirement. Employers in designated industries are required under OSHA to employ a qualified safety officer. Not all company. Dia akan ada capital dia sebanyak mana dan berapa orang pekerja tadi kan, 40 orang pekerja tu. So OSHA wajibkanlah kalau memenuhi syarat. Qualified safety officer is one who is registered with OSHA. Safety officer ni pekerja dalam company tu. However, untuk dapat certificate and nak jadi safety officer tu, dia kena pergi exam what not. And dia registered dengan Department of Occupational Safety and Health tadi. Right? You tengok dia punya qualification is not that easy lah. Okay. First, you need to have diploma in OSH. Means that if you're already a worker, you need to go and further your study first and get the diploma. First thing first lah. A minimum of 10 years experience in OSH. Nampak tak? 10 tahun experience baru boleh apply untuk jadi safety officer. So basically kalau you fresh grad, jangan menipu lah. Maksudnya kalau orang kata saya jadi safety officer baru grad setahun. Tak boleh lah. Memang tak ada. Syarat dia memang dah macam tu. Have complete a training program in OSH recognized by the Ministry of Human Resource. Okay. So Human Resource Kementerian Sumber Manusia, dia ada buat training program. Diploma tu, diploma. Itu benda lain. Yang ini ada training program. So all of these have to be fulfilled in order for a person to become a safety officer. That's why a safety officer is being paid highly. You pun tanya, madam berapa madam dibayar? I don't have that information, tapi I tahu dia dibayar mahal. Kalau nak, you boleh carilah. And I also believe that it will depends on the company. Sebab company tu yang hired. So different company will have different kind of salary. Right. So importance of encouraging safe work practice and healthy lifestyle among employees. Apa pentingnya? Kenapa penting? You need to encourage your worker to exercise this lifestyle, very healthy lifestyle. Kenapa? In term of moral aspect ni dari segi orang kata moral lah, dalam bahasa Melayu pun moral. It's morally right to safeguard a worker from any harm. Betul, secara moralnya memang you as a manager, you need to make sure the safety of your worker. And it's the duty of every company to provide the best care of their employee. Okay, itu memang tanggungjawab dia lah. Legal aspect dari segi undang-undangnya, OSH tadi, Occupational Safety and Health, dia memang require. Tadi kan nampak tak? Duties of employer. To ensure safety, health, welfare. Dia memang dah ada dalam dia punya akta sekian mengatakan. Section berapa, you belajarlah yang tu, section tu. Right? Dia ada you satu buku untuk tu. Tapi yelah, it's not necessary for you to remember the act. So tak payahlah I nak ajar you yang tu kan. Economic aspect, dari segi ekonomi. Ill health and disease related to work can result in many days absent from work. Betul? Pekerja akan, kalau katalah accident, lamalah dia akan absent. MC lah kan. So, organisation, they need to avoid accident. Kalau tak nanti, dia kena cari orang lain untuk gantikan ataupun the work can actually being delayed because of the accident. So, rugilah dia. Betul tak? Okay? Alright. So, next is, this one is for health, bukan safety, health. This one is for kesihatan. What are the program or activities that you can actually organize to improve the health and wellness of your employees tadi? Wellness program. Wellness program ni you nak buat Zumba ke, Tabata ke, aerobic ke, apa-apalah as long as it is like exercise. Right? Stress management. Kita tengok satu-satu lah ya. Okay. So wellness, fitness, regular talks, you panggil nutritionist, macam mana nak jaga makanan, stress management, ada counselling, okay, regular medical checkup. Okay, some private company, they require their worker to have regular medical checkup, like 6 months, every 6 months. Kenapa? Sebab some worker, they are exposed to this kind of health problem. Kalau macam contoh kalau orang yang kerja dekat airport, you tengok dia pakai penutup telinga tu kan, yang dia naikkan satu merah, satu hijau. Itu kan telinga dia boleh rosak tau. So that's why dia kena do a regular medical check-up. Okay, health campaign, so you boleh buat lah any campaign regarding health. Company lah yang buat, so that people or your worker tadi dia aware lah, and dia can stop. Kalau kata smoking, stop smoking. Right, stress management. So when we talk about stress, we need to find the causes first. Apa cause? Causes means faktor, penyebab. Job insecurity. Job insecurity ni dia rasa tak selamat kerja, takut nanti bulan depan kena pecat. Right? So this problem happen especially in private sector, whereby private sector can actually give a termination letter like 1 hour, 1 month before. Dalam dia punya contract employment dia dah bagi dah, if you are not performing well. Okay, job strain yang tadi I sebut, burnout, terlampau kerja sampai dia penat. Everybody who works memang dia akan penat, tapi itu belum burnout. Burnout ni tahap sakit. Poor supervision level, because of the poor supervision, the worker cannot work perfectly, or they cannot actually get feedback from the supervisor, so it will cause stress. Excessive long hours, working too long, like in factory, for example. Shift work, stressful, right? Kena masuk pukul 3 pagi, kena buat kerja dari malam sampai pagi, so ngantuk lah. Kalau those who cannot bear this situation, dia akan incur health problem. Okay, so this is the causes of stress. Alright, risk assessment means a manager need to understand or need to be very observative. Observative ni kena nampak, kena tengok worker you ada problem tak, ada rasa-rasa dia ada problem dengan drugs or alcohol tak. So you kena be very observant. Observant ni observe lah, tengok, and kena go for counselling, and then after that kalau tak boleh juga barulah last baru terminate. Untuk termination tu ada a few steps. We talk that in the next chapter. Dissemination of a company policy on drug and alcohol abuse. As a manager, you have to disseminate all the policy regarding drug and alcohol tadi. Okay, disseminate ni maksudnya kena sampaikan, kena letak dekat bulletin board, letak dekat email, letak dekat mana-mana yang worker you akan faham. Mungkin bagi briefing as well as in the contract itself. Alcohol abuse means salah guna lah. You jangan abuse indera pula. Sekejap lagi student kadang kan, abuse pun ada madam. Tak, salah guna alcohol dengan drug. Information and education at the workplace. Give information, educate them, give training, do seminars, do some campaign, all that. Training of supervisor, identify subordinate withdrawal or alcohol problem. Okay, training supervisor ni, tadi risk assessment, you kan, manager kan, now you have to train your supervisor. Identify your subordinate which have the potential of having drug or alcohol problems. Dia boleh tengok ya, kalau orang tu pagi-pagi pening-pening lalat tu, iyalah tu, right? Okay, however, in terms of termination, dia takkan terminate terus. There are few steps to go with before a worker is being terminated. Assistance to employees for rehabilitation, rehab lah, pusat pemulihan. Okay, let's say you have identified and you have proof, as well as the worker already agree to go for rehabilitation tadi, so you as a company, you need to assist them. So basically, if in bukan di Malaysia ya, if let's say the problem involve drugs, they go for rehabilitation. Kalau company dekat luar negara, dia akan ambil balik pekerja tu pekerja after they have been in rehab for certain amount of time lah. Okay, so kalau katalah macam dekat Malaysia for government sector, since kita tak accept daripada awal, itu adalah syarat untuk masuk government, memang kita akan terminate lah. Right, we don't have option rehabilitation. For government ya, dengar ni, sekejap lagi salah pula. So, kita memang ada a very strict rule on drugs. Untuk alcohol, dia rehab kat sini maksudnya dia search for any help. So dia search for help, counselling, what not. After that, dia okay, then manager akan ambil balik lah atau mungkin bagi dia cuti. Right? So biasanya alcohol ni dia tak seteruk drugs. So alcohol ni mungkin untuk short term period lah. So however, untuk alcohol still being accepted untuk private sector. Government sector, so far alcohol ke drugs ke, we are not going to accept all this problem. Boleh? Alright. Okay. So for summary, OSHA has stated that it's a requirement for employees to take a proper step, ensure safety. Ya, ini wajib ya. OSHA dah kata kena ada safety equipment. You need to have yang tadilah. Kena ada kalau kata safety officer. Kalau 40 kena ada safety officer. Kalau kata more than 5 kena ada committee. Accidents are caused by a wide variety of factors. So any program designed to reduce the number of accidents must take a multi-pronged approach. Yang ni means that kena buat pelbagai cara. Nak reduce number of accident ni bukan satu cara. So you need to have variety of ways how to reduce the accident. Right? Okay, so that's about it for chapter 6. So basically this chapter is quite simple and it is easy to understand since it is about safety and health, right? You don't have to become a worker first lah to understand this. Okay, so thank you very much.